It's 6 in the morning, and I got up an hour before my kids usually do, so I could work on a children's book I've been wanting to do all my life. And I'm directly below the kids' room, and as soon as I pressed record on this video to try to keep myself accountable, I heard the pitter-patter of little footsteps run across the ceiling. I can hear the kid talking. This is gonna be day one. It's so hard to get time away, but I want this to happen. Okay, I'm back. I gave him a bottle. He's 2, and he has not been going to sleep at night. And that's what this book actually is hoping to solve. This bedtime book, 30 pages, called Just Breathe. He gets very, very hyped before bed, always wants to play, or gets very, very upset, and that doesn't lead to him crashing out anymore. It just leads to him crying for a very long time. And yeah, I know all the techniques to get a kid to bed. We have a 6-year-old who went through all sorts of cycles, but I'd like a story that would help him do that. Basic elevator pitch of the book is Just Breathe will get your child to take 12 deep breaths. And it's part of the story. So you take a deep breath in on one page and you take a deep breath out, and that moves the story along. So imagine the story is about a birthday party, and the child who the birthday party is for takes a deep breath in and then deep breath out, and on the next page the candles are blown out. It progresses the story. And I've tested this on my kid when he was 1, asking him to take a deep breath in and deep breath out and then turning the page, and it worked great. He wasn't even talking and he could do it. I went to the library and I went through tons of books trying to find a book that had a story that encouraged a child to take deep breaths in, deep breaths out, like a through line. I could only find one book that was about breathing, and it wasn't a story. So I feel like this is needed. So welcome to day 1. I guess I'm gonna be soft-spoken, otherwise I'll hear the pitter-patter upstairs and my time will be up. I'm gonna come back every morning, 6 a.m., and make some progress, or let you all know what my progress has been in making this children's book a reality. It's something I've always wanted to do, and I finally have a concept that I think is worth creating. And you can follow the journey beginning to end. I'm getting into finding an illustrator. I'm narrowing down the subject of the book. I've been through like 4 drafts with different main characters, and it's tough because there are children's books about every single object being animate that you could think of, and every single animal and every single type of child. So even though the concept is there, I still want the protagonist to feel fresh. And you get to see my bedhead while we're at it. There's a lot to do, but what I need to sit down and do right now is just have my 30-page outline. So what advice do you have for me? This is the first time I'm going into publishing. I could pitch this to a lot of people. I have a certain art style I'd love to see married to this. I'll share examples of that as we go along. But I hear if you pitch to a publisher, they're gonna wanna pick their own artist, and I've got a visual concept for this. I'd love to hire an illustrator, pay them what they're worth. I need to learn all about illustrator deals and what's common. And it might move to a Kickstarter if I feel like publishers aren't responding to me. 100% this will be a real book. I've tinkered with it for too long. This TikTok is the beginning of holding myself accountable. See you tomorrow. Here he is, just 5 minutes later. I love this little dude. He's cheesing. He's got that riz.